Michelle Henrietta Mystic from the Carbon Hill School Museum. I'm going to talk a few minutes about how coal mining changed the population of our county and the future of our industry. As if you look on the other little segments that you've been watching of Dick, Joyce, and I, you get a good flavor for coal mining in all of Grundy County. Because the work of the coal mines, not in Morris, but in the rest of the county, was primarily done by brought-in immigrants. Companies were owned by New York financiers under different names and different guises for the most part. But the work was done by Scottish, English, Welsh, Bohemian, Italian, Belgian, French coal miners. So when they moved in, they were right around whatever the particular mine was. And it was a camp of sorts. And the company put up houses for them. And it certainly changed the whole flavor because they were immigrants. As time went on and the population grew, in the area of Coal City, for example, north of 113 is Felix Township, south was Braceville Township. Farming all around. In fact, many farmers leased the underground of their land to the coal company because they were working underground and they could still farm the upper ground. It doubled their money on the yield of that land, so it was a profitable thing for them to do. However, politically, the people who'd been on the land for a long time did not want the newcomers to influence their vote, their schools, the government of the place. So the township of Braceville, which is county line between Will and Grundy, all the way over to 47, divided out into Braceville Township and Main Township. Braceville's where all the mines are, Maine is all farm. So now you have two taxing bodies. North of 113, which was Felix Township all the way up to the Illinois River, 8 sections were sectioned off where all the mines are, and that stayed Felix, and all around it you got Goose Lake Township, the farmers. Farther south, when you get to Braceville, Greenfield Township. South Wilmington is in that town. South Wilmington is one of the last of the coal mining villages formed in 1899. At that time, Greenfield Township was separated from Garfield Township, which moves over to the west and is all farm. And that was strictly done because of the reasons of population, and they became all urban zones of immigrants. So new governments formed, new ways of thinking came along, and we had our first melting pot experience. It's interesting because, to me, so many of the names that are familiar to the coal mining days are names that are still with us today. Earlier clip I mentioned Kenea. However, one that's very familiar is the diamond mine was run by Mr. Skinner. He was the superintendent. And after that, he made his own mines down in Torino and over in South Wilmington. The Skinner family had a daughter named Isabel. She married a man whose last name was Root, Charles Root. He became the superintendent for our schools in the county, served for 33 years. We know David, Paul, Gordon was the father. We know all of those brothers. But the coal mining families stay here, and they have assimilated well into our culture. They are no longer.